haunted bridges in the world, a lot of them being dubbed crybaby bridges. However, there is one in Scotland which is a little different from the rest. This haunted bridge is not like the others, but it has a very strange phenomenon which takes place on it. Dogs will suddenly be overcome by some evil presence and then jump onto the jagged rocks below. Several not surviving, others climbing back onto the bridge for a second attempt. Many locals believe that this has something to do with a spirit known as the White Lady of Overtoun.
Hey there, Morbid Maniacs. It's time for another spooky video, a part of VLOGTOBER. And for tonight's spooky video, I'm going to be talking about the Overtoun Bridge. Now, I do want to put a little disclaimer on this video and let you know that if animal deaths or anything like that trigger you, then I would definitely not watch this one because it does involve some deaths of animals. Located in Dumbarton, Scotland, the Overtoun Bridge, nicknamed the Dog's Suicide Bridge, passes over the Overtoun House. In the beginning, the land and property of Overtoun were still known as the Overtoun Farm. The farmhouse stood on what is presently the formal garden. In 1859, the estate was eventually taken over by James White, who retired from his legal practice to join his father and uncle in the chemical manufacturing business. 3 years later, he built the Overtoun House on the property. When James White passed away in 1884, his son John White hired a landscape designer to design a bridge to connect Overtoun with Garshake. The old Overtoun Bridge, as it stands, was an extension of the driveway that joins the Overtoun home. So why is the Overtoun Bridge nicknamed the Dog's Suicide Bridge? This is because over the past 60 years or so, there have been a series of 300 to 600 dogs which have jumped from the Overtoun Bridge. However, only 50 out of the hundreds which jumped would die. And the thing is, no one can actually pinpoint as to why exactly these dogs are jumping from this bridge. It is a complete mystery to this day. However, many have claimed to feel an eerie presence right before their dog and jumped. They believe and that some the dogs will the minks pick up on the strong scent of these animals and jump in after them. Many of the dogs who survive the attempt will go back on the bridge and jump in a second time. Some have even stated that their dogs will climb up onto the walls before making the jump. One dog owner by the name of Lottie McKinnon stated that something came over her dog Bonnie. She claimed it was almost as if something had possessed her dog, causing it to jump from the Overtoun Bridge. The Dumbarton Council would even go as far as to place warning signs along the bridge to keep this from happening. They hope to keep this disturbing trend away. Diving into some of the history of the Overtoun Bridge, a horrific accident would take place on it in October of 1994. There was a 32-year-old man who would throw his 2-week-old infant off the side of the bridge, claiming that it had been possessed by the devil. He then tried to jump off the side of the bridge himself, but was pulled back by his horrified wife. It was later found that this man was mentally ill. Legend has it that there was once a lady who was married to James White, and whenever he had passed away, she grew to be terribly depressed. And it said that after mourning over her dead husband for over 30 years, that her spirit is now trapped on the property. Some believe that she is the cause of why these dogs jump off the bridge, as she has been spotted walking along the grounds and within the mansion of Overtoun. She has been nicknamed the White Lady of Overtoun. A lot of people have felt an eerie presence in and around the bridge itself, and many believe that it is haunted. One person even felt a finger jabbing them in the back, as well as a hand trying to push them off. Regardless, paranormal or not, the phenomenon of the dogs jumping from this bridge still happen to this day, and without any logical explanation behind it. So there is the story of the Overtoun Bridge. What do you guys think of this creepy legend? What do you think is actually causing these dogs to jump from this bridge? Personally, I think it's a very, very strong possibility that there could be like some negative or sad energy in the area, or like there really could be the White Lady of Overtoun like down in the creek, and she's like, you know, hollering for the dogs, like, come here, you know, causing them to jump in after her, because dogs will come to someone's voice when they're being called. Either way though, it's very, very sad. I hate anything to do with an animal's death, but like this story was so fascinating to me. So let me know what you guys think of this story, and let me know if you've ever visited the Overtoun Bridge for yourself. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a big old thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you have not already, and become a morbid maniac. Be sure to hit that bell notification, that way you get notified every single time I upload a new video. And also be sure to head on over to my second channel, Mel Vlogs, where I will be posting all of my vlogs, all of my other random content. And I love you guys so much, and I will see you in my next one.